All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, February 10th, and these are your bell ringer problems. We've got problems number 9 through 12 today, and so looking at number 9, which is longer, 6 yards or 6 feet? And on number 9 here on the back, I showed you that I know that 1 yard equals 3 feet. And so I know that 6 yards is actually 18 feet. And knowing that that's 18 feet, 6 yards is longer. 6 yards is definitely longer. Okay, number 10, they wanted us to look at all of the odd numbers between 80 and 90. And so my first odd number is 81. Then I've got 83, 85, 87, and 89. Those are the odd numbers between 80 and 90. All right, number 11, they wanted us to look at 655 divided by 32. Please remember, I've noticed that a lot of times folks are saying their division problem, and they would look at this division problem and say it's 32 divided by 655. And that's just not correct. You say the number that's inside the box first, so 655 divided by 32. Okay, so I know that 32 cannot go into 6. I know that 32 can go into 65. I would assume twice because I know that 2 times 3 gets me to 6, and it's going to work because 2 times 32 is going to get me 64. Okay, so then 5 minus 4 is 1. I bring down a 5. 32 cannot go into 15. This is another thing that I'm noticing. When a number does not work, folks, you have to put a 0 up here. Because it cannot go into 15, I put a 0. Now, I also must add a decimal and put my 0 on the end of it so I can continue with this problem. Now, I'm looking at 32 going into 150. If this was 30 going into 150, I know that would be 5 times. But since it's 32, it's going to be too much, so I'm going to make that go in there 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract that out. I've got to borrow from my 5, make that a 4. 10 minus 8 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Add another 0, bring it down. I know that that can go in there 7 times. 7 times 32 is going to get me, actually that's going to be too much. I know it can get there in there 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. And that's going to give me 192. I'm going to have to borrow all the way from my 2 down here. 12, change that to 11. 10 minus 2 is 8. 11 minus 9 is 2. And 28, I'm going to stop there. You're hearing our morning announcements, so I'm going to briefly wait for a second. When I look at number 12, Donna is 5 feet 3 inches tall. How many inches tall is she? 1 foot equals 12 inches. So if I do 12 times 5, I know I get 60 inches. And then 60 inches plus 3 inches, it means she is 63 inches tall. Alright, sorry about that. So we know that if she is 5 feet 3 inches tall, she must be 63 inches tall. Alright, on to our word problem. Wednesday, the cost of a special ice cream at the mall is $2.25. Kathy's father paid for 3 special ice creams. Kathy figured out that the cost was $5.75. Was she correct? Well, we're going to have to solve this problem first. So I know that if they cost $2.25 and Kathy bought 3 of them, I'm going to multiply $2.25 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 2 is 6, and then I have 1, 2 decimal places in my problem, so I need 1, 2 decimal places in my answer, and so I see that she actually gets $6.75. So the answer would be B, no, because 3 times $2.25 is $6.75. Okay, and so our hashtag today is hashtag late start. Hashtag late start. Have a great day, guys.